All right, my friends, it's a bike showcase head-to-head. Salsa in one corner, Trek in the other. Let's get on topic. Hey everybody, it's Thomas with Get Out Arizona, and you are watching another great episode of Bike Showcase Head-to-Head, okay? On Toolbox Topic, and once again, I'm here at the Trek Bicycle Store of West Phoenix in Goodyear, Arizona, because it's where the cool kids hang out, and I'm joined once again by my co-host, Brandon Van Leeuwen. Brandon, how the hell are you? Peachy?
Doing good.
Yep. We're dressed the same because we recorded this video on the same day, as if you guys didn't already know that. And our last bike showcase, which was just last week, was the Salsa Blackthorn. Card's going to be up top, so you can check that out, where we discussed the attributes of this bike. We haven't had a chance to ride it yet. That has not changed. But how impressed we were, because the price point is $24.99. $2,500 gets you a whole lot of bike for the trail, okay? Now, we have a Trek Fuel EX5 Gen 5. Now, Brandon verified on Trek's website there is no EX or Fuel EX5
I did
Gen
not verify
6.
I did not see one.
You did not see one.
Yeah.
So, our hypothesis is that Trek has not produced a Gen 6 EX5 yet.
Well,
so what?
Yeah, I just need to look harder probably. I don't know.
Okay, so if Brandon was wrong, there's going to be a banner
we'll
here, right now. And you guys know he's notorious for this sometimes.
I can't keep all this shit straight.
You're supposed to, dude. You're supposed to be a savant.
You see how many bikes these people make?
That is true.
Make my head swim.
That is true. If he was wrong, there's going to be something right there. But regardless, what we have in the shop is a Fuel EX5. Right. So it's going to be the closest thing to the Blackthorn.
The comparison to me is the price point.
Right.
Because they are different bikes.
$100 more.
But $100 difference in price.
Yep.
So.
All right.
That's why the
that's why the comparison.
Yes.
Yep. So, I know. Well, we got yelled at, sort of, from someone asking, why did you not do the new Madone? It was out with the Gen 7 Madone or whatever like that. Is we didn't have one in stock when we did the Domane. Oh no, it was the Amunda and the Madone comparison. Guys, again, so many bikes. The link to that video is going to be up top too. And you know, sure, if this was a 20,000 square foot facility in Wisconsin and Trek was delivering bikes daily right off the assembly line, we might have, 500 different bikes.
Can't review them if you don't got them.
Yep, but that's the whole thing. So we're making do with what we got, ladies and gentlemen, and we do appreciate your support, those that understand. Yep. So let's get started, Brandon. Both of these are a large size. Both of these are 29. Full suspension, cross-country, down trail, square dance, hoedown, whatever their kids are calling it these days, mountain bikes. Both of them are identical weight, I think you said, 36 pounds.
This one is like 2 pounds less.
Wow.
So that's one good thing.
Okay. So we got 36 and some change and 34 and some change.
Yeah.
And I'll have
36 and a half, 34 and a half, very, very roughly.
Yeah, the weight's there.
So 2 pounds is nothing to sneeze at.
That is nothing to sneeze at. But again, I'm not kind of that weight weenie, so that 2 pounds, meh, whatever. I'll go poo-poo and before I go ride, and I've dropped my 2 pounds.
Right. But then when we want to do this, which I always do, I always go, you're getting a hell of a lot more travel on this bike.
Well, yeah, and let's talk about it. So up front, we have RockShox on both of them, but this is 160 millimeters. This is 140 millimeters.
Right.
Okay.
So that's a big difference.
Both of them are Dior group, so we don't have to worry about that. They're evenly matched there.
Yep, same group.
But this one, the Salsa, has tubeless out of the box. Pull the tube, add sealant, you're good to go.
It comes with the valves and everything.
With the valves and everything. The Trek, gonna cost you an extra $150 to go tubeless on this.
Yep, at least.
At least.
You're gonna need to get them taped. This one has the WTB rims, which are nice. They're nice wheels, nice rims. This one has, what are they?
They're the Bontrager's.
They're not Bontrager wheels.
Oh.
I can't think of what they are right now. But they're lackluster, let's put it that way.
Okay.
And this one's kind of cool. This one came from the factory with Maxxis Recons on there.
Yes, I do like the
They are not
Maxxis.
tubeless. They are wire bead. but they are not tubeless out of the box. Typically what you're going to get is a Bontrager XR4 comp wire bead, non-tubeless ready tire out of the box. So there, that's huge. That's already making up the difference in price very quickly.
A little bit. Kind of sucks though, because you got to ride these till they're pretty much broke, and then you can go tubeless. That way you're not, essentially wasting the money, in my opinion, as far as that goes. So this is the full Dior. This one's got a practice crank, just kind of noticing the small details. The cockpits both, they're pretty comparable.
They're comparable,
although I like the Salsa one better.
Looks nicer. They put a race face cockpit on there.
Yep.
It just looks more premium.
Clean, yeah.
Even though the quality is probably equal, it just looks nicer.
It does. It does. Both are air fork adjustable up front, so we're evenly matched there.
But a 35 mil fork, a 35 stanchion on this one. This is a 32.
32.
So definitely the stiffness, the strength is better on the Salsa.
Absolutely. Now, if we come back,
digressing a little bit, you can actually just with that travel on that fork. This could be your entry level
downhill bike,
downhill or enduro bike.
Yeah, close to it. That's kind of what I was thinking when you said what the travel was. Yeah. And we didn't look on Salsa's website, but I'll check. Like most mountain bikes these days, they'll say, "Oh, this is what you can go the max suspension if you wanted to change suspension without really messing up the geometry too much." So I'm sure there's some adjustability there as well.
Typically, about 10 millimeters is a safe.
Yeah,
is a safe window for adding travel. On the Trek, 150 is a maximum that they recommend. You can do whatever you want, but the bike's going to start handling goofy, and maybe we are even sacrificing a little strength in the head tube once we get too much fork out front.
Absolutely, but if we look at it in context that way, 170, 150, that's some good stuff right there.
Yep.
So, and when we're talking about tires,
160, 140.
160, 140, yep. But if we maxed it out, if we added that 10 millimeter.
Yes, okay, I understand what you're saying.
This one you could do a 650B.
And if it's 650 on there, it actually says in the description that the bike geometry will accept 650 and with up to 3-inch tires on there.
So that's a big deal.
650 plus on that, that's cool. Salsa's always good at making their bikes versatile that way.
They are. I do like their Bear Grease fat tire. I think that's a cool bike.
It is a good looking bike.
And we'll talk about that one another time. So
maybe if I still lived in Minnesota, but
Minnesota, eh? No, are the Minnesotans kind of like Canadians?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, just asking. Now, when we talk about the rear suspension, you brought this up when we were talking about the bike showcase on this. We've got a RockShox on here, which is great, with the piggyback reservoir. Here, the
X-Fusion.
We got the X-Fusion. It works. So
it's fine.
What are you going to do? Yeah.
Head and shoulders, the Salsa wins on the rear suspension shock.
Absolutely.
That thing's cool.
Absolutely. And then as we go back, it's going to be evenly matched. We've got the 1051 cassette, standard for Shimano. We got Dior derailleur, rear derailleur. No surprises there.
The brakes are identical.
Yep, the brakes are going to be identical, 2-piston and everything. So there are a lot of things that are similar. Now, I will say this. I like the dropper better on this one, but hate the seat. Don't like the dropper on that one, but the seat's better. So
that sounds much better.
Kind of a give and take there. I'd rather have a better dropper out of the box and just replace the seats with something that's going to fit my butt.
Less expensive for sure.
That's going to do the job there.
So you get a Trans X on both of them, but the one on Salsa is a 30 millimeter adjustable Trans X, which is pretty damn cool.
I'm telling you guys, the Salsa bikes are pretty freaking awesome. Now, we've breezed through this head-to-head pretty quickly. Normally we take a little bit longer because there's sometimes when we're putting bikes head-to-head, there's a tremendous amount of difference. Hardtail, full suspension, we're kind of almost making it unrealistic, but we want to give you guys, a good cross-section of what you'll get with a full suspension or a hardtail or an endurance road bike versus, the Madone, which is a full-on, race
bike,
here, price-wise, they're evenly matched. What they're rated for as far as that cross-country, type bike, they call it downhill. Is it downhill or downride or
I would call this one a cross-country, do everything, all mountain.
All mountain. There you go. All
kind of bike.
Yeah.
This one's teetering on enduro downhill.
Right.
But really, again, I think that the price point is where
where
we're going to start boggling minds a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you want more out of your bike?
$2,400 versus $2,500. And I'm sorry, guys, if I came into the bike shop today, this would be the one I'm taking home for that money. You know, and there's no reason to apologize. I'm just saying this would be the one I'm taking home. Yep. If this is the money I had to spend, you know, well, we're not talking $4,000 or, you know, $5,500. Now we're in a whole different range of bikes as far as that goes.
So I would probably, if we're going to give nods at the same price point, I'm going to give a nod to the Trek for being 2 pounds lighter, for having less travel. Maybe somebody doesn't want this much travel. They're not that kind of rider.
That just means they're dumb. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
So less weight, less travel. That must be that could be an attribute. I'll give the nod to that one for versatility, more travel, and tubeless out of the box.
Right.
But it's a different bike. And to be clear, I have not ridden that bike. I've ridden plenty of fuels on and off road. They're exceptional. They do everything well.
They do.
And
Toyota Tacoma, the Trek lineup. We've talked about this before.
Be a testament to how that bike rides off road. I don't know whether it suits my needs or not. So
now I'm going to go based.
It's a gray area.
And I'm going to go based on the Salsa bikes, not the only that I've owned, but that I've ridden, and I've never had a bad experience on a Salsa bike. They've always handled very well, top notch, very responsive. And for me, the suspension, I can adjust that, you know, so it travels a little bit less if that's not what I want. So to me, that's not a big area. I'd rather have more and maybe not really use it than going, shit, I wish I had a little bit more travel on that. But that's just me personally. But I do like the fact, though, this one, the big nod, is it's tubeless out of the box. And in 2024, bike manufacturers need to start thinking that way. Tubeless out of the box, tubeless out of the box. And I'm sure there's people out there that still ride tubed, and no offense to you guys, but you're bike Amish at that point, in my opinion. I do carry a tube in case there's a slash and the sealant's not going to seal that up. But you know, if you were a tube rider and you got a big old slash, you're doing the same thing anyways. You're not gaining anything by having a tube. So pros, cons to everything, my friends. But yes, this one definitely being completely tubeless out of the box.
You get a lot for your money with that bike.
Oh, absolutely.
But whether the ride is for you or not, that's
your decision. Yeah. Absolutely so. And as we always say, your mileage may vary. You may live in an area where this is not desirable as far as the travel, the geometry, and everything like that, you know, and the Fuel EX is going to suit your needs better. God bless. That's the bike you need to get for sure, you know. But here in the Southwest, I think this tears it up in the regional parks. That's a whole lot of fun.
That could be good.
So, so awesome. Anything else you want to add, Brandon?
No, man, it's a murky waters.
Stop the murky waters.
It is.
This is the winner.
It depends.
This is the winner. I don't have favorites, but this is my favorite.
Okay. That's fine.
So it's because he doesn't have kids, so he doesn't understand that one. So.
Oh, it was a kid reference.
Yeah, it's a kid reference. Right. So yeah, when you have multiple kids, I don't have favorites, but this one's my favorite. So.
I've heard that.
I'm joking, guys. All right, I digress. So there you have it, and we're at the end. I'm sure you guys are happy. This one didn't take that long either. Like, subscribe, bell notification icon is the trifecta we love so much here at Get Out Arizona. Helps the video, helps the channel. Links down below. Most important one is to check Bicycle Stores of West Phoenix. If you have a question, you are free to ask. Comment down below. Just be respectful is the only thing we ask, and I'll get back to you. It may take me a day or so, but I will get back to you. Or you can just follow that link, call Brandon, talk to him, talk to one of his great guys down here, or gals for that matter, and they'll be able to get you taken care of. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, the devil's work, but it's our social media. Follow us there, show us some love. We have group rides, group hikes, whole lot of fun going on, guys. And the affiliate links help us out with small commission. Doesn't cost you any additional money, but it helps us with park passes, gas money, and coffee money, which I desperately need today. And that's it. So what do we say? Be kind to yourself and others, be amazing stewards on that trail, and we have to ask. Gosh darn it, have to. What are you waiting for?
Get Out Arizona.
We will see you on that next adventure. If you made it this far, guys, whole bunch of cool stuff coming from Sedona, from the Mountain Biking Festival. All of that stuff's already dropped, but more is yet to come. So keep tuned, and thanks again for all your support. We'll talk to you soon. Brandon, we'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah, hey. Leave me hanging.
Don't leave you hanging, so we'll see you guys.